Today we're making a classic Southern pimento cheese recipe. This one has jalapeños in it and it's so delicious. It comes together in just minutes with only 5 ingredients plus some spices. Hi, I'm Tara with Simply Made Eats and welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to share this pimento cheese recipe with you right before Father's Day. This is such an easy recipe. I love it because it's great for an appetizer. You can make it on sandwiches for lunch. You can use it for burgers, really just like anything. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and get our cream cheese out of the fridge. We're just going to be using a half of a block of cream cheese, just 4 ounces. And we want to allow this to sit on the countertop for about 20 minutes to soften before we start our recipe. It's really easy to just grab pimento cheese from the store, but this recipe is really fresh and it's so easy to make. We're gonna be using pimentos, which are the inside of the olives. These are actually just sweet red peppers and they're so yummy. If you can't find them at your grocery store in the olive aisle, check the pasta aisle because that's where mine were. Next up, we're gonna chop up our jalapeno. You wanna use either 1 large jalapeno or 2 small ones. And if you like spicy, you can definitely add in some of those membranes from the inside or you can add in the seeds. I'm just gonna be doing the outside because I don't want mine super spicy. I like to try and cut it to where I keep those seeds in the inside so I don't have a big mess on my cutting board. And if you want to use gloves during this, you definitely can. That way you won't end up with, spice in your eyeballs. Like it happens sometimes, happens to the best of us. We've all been there. And then we just want to give these a nice chop. I like to mince mine. I don't want them too big, but I do like a little bit of a crunch from them in the pimento cheese. So you can do it however you want. And then if you want to add more heat to this recipe, you can always add in a little bit of cayenne pepper. You can add in a few dashes of hot sauce at the end. I always like that option because that way you know you're not doing too much. Sometimes cayenne pepper can be really spicy. After you're done with your jalapenos, make sure to give your hands a really good wash. I like to scrub my nails really good just to make sure I didn't get any of those oils underneath them because I do not want to get that in my eye later. Then just dry them off. Next, we're gonna shred up our cheese. I like to use the larger side on the cheese grater. This just gives it a little bit more texture. I am using a Tillamook sharp cheddar. You can also use Cabot, which is really good. You can use sharp or extra sharp, but I do like the sharper cheese for this. You can shred your cheese and the jalapenos on the same cutting board because we are just gonna be mixing everything into our bowl. So the next thing we're gonna do is just mix everything into a large bowl or the bowl of your stand mixer, which is what I'm going to do. You can use a hand mixer for this recipe too. I like it because it really blends that cheese up and makes it all compact and together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our cream cheese block. Then we're gonna add in our jalapenos and cheddar cheese. Next, we have a few tablespoons of mayonnaise. You can always add a little bit more of this to it if you want. Then we've got our pimentos, just a few tablespoons. And last but not least, we have our seasoning mix. This is just paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. If you want it spicier, you can add the cayenne here. And then we're just gonna mix this up in our stand mixer. So I definitely like mine on a thicker consistency. If you want your center, all you need to do is add a tablespoon of mayonnaise at a time until it gets the right consistency. You can also add a little bit more cream cheese, but it's gonna get thicker with that versus a little bit thinner with the mayonnaise. I'm gonna cover this with some plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes. When the pimento cheese is cooling off in the fridge, I like to just go ahead and get some dipping things ready. So I'm gonna be using some of these bagel chips. I got these at Costco, they're super good. I also like to just do some crackers like Ritz. Triscuits are also really good because they hold a little bit more. These sometimes break a little bit once you're scooping. And then I'm gonna get some healthy little celery ready. I like to just chop it into pieces and leave it to where it's you can scoop it. So I usually like my celery kind of on the thinner side, but this is just an exception because I like to be able to scoop. So just go ahead and just chop your celery up into a few smaller pieces. That's it, we're all done with this pimento cheese dip with jalapenos. This recipe is a Southern classic, a must make for summer, and it's great for Father's Day. I hope you guys make this one. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Make sure to subscribe for new recipes every single week. I love sharing quick and easy recipes with you guys to make your lives a little bit easier. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.